I think that the fifth option, which we are both huge fans of, is self-directing those funds, taking the old 401k, putting it into a self-directed account, whether that's what we call a QRP, qualified retirement plan, solo 401k, because those types of accounts you have even more investment options with, and typically a lower fee schedule as well. So can you highlight, Dan, some of the things that somebody could potentially invest in with a self-directed account?
And what he's talking about there is sometimes people hear self-directing. The self-directing part in itself is not an investment decision. It's really who's housing your money.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want, do you want Edward Jones, or do you want, Vanguard or Fidelity, or, your new employer? They're housing it, but then inside of those accounts, you have to choose investments. And a lot of times they'll just choose mutual funds for you. But inside of a self-directed account, you can invest in a whole host of things, really anything, as long as you stay within a few guidelines of making sure that money never mingles with your personal money, right? So keep that in mind. So maybe you're like, man, I really want to partner with Dan and do some real estate investing, right? You could do that with those funds, or you want to partner with, somebody else and do real estate, or you want to buy some property. There's ways you can use your retirement funds to get into real estate and pick up some of the advantages of owning real estate. You could buy cryptocurrencies if you're into that sort of thing. You could be a debt lender and lend your money out and just make a fixed 8 or 12% rate of return on your money, right? You could borrow against your funds and use that money however you want and pay it back to yourself on a debt note, right? That kind of lowers the risk of that money if you know you're going to pay yourself back there. There's a whole host of things. You can do all the same stuff in the stock market, bonds,
Yeah.
mutual funds, all the stuff that you would over there. Typically, though, you could do it with much less fees. You have checkbook access to the money, so you literally can log in like a bank account and move the funds to an investment however you choose. You are the custodian, which ultimately lowers that custodial fee as well, and lowers some of the transaction fees that you would pay on a typical account. So